Hello everyone. I wanted to share with you some thinking that I have around our current situation, but really how this particular moment is the moment you should be focusing on, not what's been or let alone what may be coming down the line. Frankly, we really don't know what is tomorrow or what opportunities, let alone challenges, it will bring. Also, what has been has only led you up to this moment and has served you sufficiently well for you to still be operating or sitting at home and enjoying time with your family as we stand right now. For me, what's important is to really establish what it is that you really know to be true at this moment in time. There is so much information going around that is both supportive and questionable as to whether it will support you moving forward, that you really need to spend time to determine the facts and base your thinking around those facts, not the interpretation of facts by others. In my trainings and seminars, I remind people, or tell people I should say, of an experience I had back in 2008 where I was a co-owner of 2 bars in and around Leicester Square in London. These 2 bars previously had been doing phenomenal business. They were, for want of a better term, gay bars, one for the female population, the other for the male population. However, when we took over the bars, they had been neglected, the owners had issues with the clientele and had run down the business to the point where it was still doing good money, but at around £16,000 a week. But it had run up debt and it was struggling to make ends meet, or meet ends. When we got there, I was talking to the team that worked around the place, and they said to me, "Joel, we can't get any more customers, there's a recession on." My response was, well, whose recession? Because this was 2008, right at the height of that last crash. And I asked the question again and again, and to evidence the recession, they showed me newspaper reports and TV articles. I said to them, who wrote those stories? Who wrote the presentation in the news? Because I didn't, and it wasn't my truth. This, as you can imagine, wasn't very well received or adopted. So I said, okay, let's take a different approach. In our business, we really only need to bring in another 60 customers and get them to stay longer in our bar. So why are they choosing not to vote and spend their money in our cash registers? So on a quiet night, I got 2 members of the team to stand with me outside on Charing Cross Road, one of the busier roads in London, and count how many people walked past over a 30-minute period. When we finished the count, I raised the question. I said, look, I'm not a anthropologist, I'm not a scientist, but I can only tell you what I understand, that 10% of that population are meant to be gay and therefore a potential customer of ours. As I'm sure you can imagine, thousands of people walk past, more than just the 600 we would have needed to meet the metrics of getting them into our business. So based on that thinking, we were able to change, and we went in 3 weeks from £16,000 a week to £34,000 a week, having also renegotiated with the breweries and our landlords so we can improve our margins. So I'm telling you now, what you really need to consider is what you believe to be true in this moment. Is it serving you? If it isn't, test the facts. Establish if they are right or wrong for you and adjust accordingly. Work on what empowers you so that you can start changing your thinking that supports your outcome and all the reasons you got into business, or the decisions and goals you've set for your personal life for the future. Also be honest with yourself. Recognise that what is right today might not be right tomorrow, and it is a dynamic and constantly changing situation. So don't commit to the understanding of yesterday to carry you forward to tomorrow. Be ready to adapt. This is a very fast moving set of circumstances around us, and things will change. The one constant though is yourself, and the one thing you are truly in control of is your thinking. If you want support in your business, you want to bounce some ideas off, you want to test it, I keep proposing you reach out to me. I urge you to do so because I want to support you so that you're not a victim, not just of circumstances and other people's thinking, but the limited beliefs and values that you may have around this current situation that determines what you're able to do or not do tomorrow. I hope this was of value and look forward to hearing from you all accordingly.